this song, I was about to say this song, but this did teach me one thing: is nobody can be trusted. Nobody. I'm not trusting nobody. And this whole situation reminded me that it's sad that it has to be like this, but okay, welcome to your girl's channel. I am HappyNappy1. You here because you saw the title, basically. And this is your first time here. Welcome, boos. I'm glad you're here. And go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Join the fam bam. Hit that little bell for the notification so you know whenever I drop a new video. If this ain't your first rodeo with your girl, welcome back. And let's just get it. So I'm gonna jump right into this video. My car was stolen February of this year, which is it's 2019. And it's so crazy because when I tell people about my stories of how stuff be happening to me, they be like, bruh, you was straight up lying. I am not lying. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. So okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the story of my vehicle being stolen. I was on the north side of Minneapolis, and before anybody say anything, yes, that is the area where most black people live. Yes. I was delivering some stuff to this lady's house. I was dropping off some stuff, and like, y'all, so I looked outside. It's like the dead of winter. It's cold outside. I didn't think anything different. There was no one outside. I saw a dude straight up the street, and he was walking his dog, and they were going the opposite direction away from me. And then I looked behind me, there was no one. So on the same side, there's no one over there as well. So the lady's house, now my car is on this side of the street, but the lady's house was on that side of the street. There wasn't anywhere for me to park. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep my car running. It's not a big deal. I'll pop the trunk, bam, I'm up. That was my thought process. And it's so crazy because I've lived in Minneapolis for so long. And I just didn't think anything like criminal activity would hit me, you know what I'm saying? So next thing I know, I'm talking to the lady. I was taking some stuff out of my trunk, and I look up, and to the left of me, I see this young man, and I guess it was a car in front of it. It looked in front of him, and it looked like a Mercedes truck. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know why he's doing that. Like, he was just, you know, just waving his hands and telling dude to, like, come here or whatever. So somebody in his car. And I didn't think anything about it. I was like, okay, I just got this one extra box to get up out of here, and then I'm gone. So I go back to my car. Now, mind you, this was a rookie mistake. My car was running. Yep. My keys were in my car. Yep. And it just doesn't even make sense. I'm in my head processing, why did I do this? And because it doesn't even make sense. But yes, my car was running with my purse in there, with my iPad in there, with my phone in there, which was open because I was listening to music, and I had my financial papers in there because I was about to get my taxes done. So I had my papers, my son's papers as well, his EIN, why did I say EINs? W-2s, is that what they're called? Or W-4s? Whichever the one is that you're supposed to use when you're filing taxes. And so, yeah, just to give you an idea of what else was in my car. So, and what was going on. So, my grandbaby's car seat was in my car. I had a Chicago Bears jacket, an Adidas jacket my son gave me, a beige one. It was really nice. And then my real winter coat, it was like a houndstooth, like black and white. It was really cute. checkered. And what else was in there? I had my Zeta umbrella in there. You know, I had my car stuff funnel, my bowling bag was in there. Like, it was really a lot of stuff in my car, and normally I don't have anything in my car. So this would have been the worst time for something to happen. Yeah. You know, like my sunglasses were in there. Like, everything that I normally don't have in my car was in my car. Plus I had like $40 in my car, which I just keep money because it's Minnesota. So, yeah, I turned back around because I told you I had to get one more box out of my trunk. So my trunk is up, so I can't see what's going on in front of the car. And next thing I know, I felt like my car was moving because I went back in the trunk. And I'm like, oh no, did I leave my car in gear? Like, I'm flipping out because I'm really thinking, you know, my car's about to run into something, but I'm so dense, I don't realize that my car is moving over to get out into traffic. And then I look in the back of the window, I push the trunk down and I look, I'm like, it's a Negro in my car. So by that time, I'm trying to run behind the car because it was a little bit of ice, but my tires were pretty good, so it was able to get over the ice. So I'm like trying to catch the car. The car is pulling off. The Mercedes truck, it had pulled off in front, and then my car was behind it. So I'm running behind the car, and then my fingers almost touched the hinge of the trunk because the trunk was open. And I almost grabbed it, and then guess what, y'all? My finger like grazed it, and then I fell flat on my face as my car was rolling away. So I'm like, wow, is this really happening? I'm on the ground. I get up like, the first thing I do, I drop an F-bomb. And so this white lady comes out of nowhere. I don't even know where she came from. And she's like, oh my God, I saw what happened. Let's go get your car. And I was like, I'm going to get my car in my head. And then she's like, come here, come in my house. So I go in the lady's house, and she gives me the phone. So she had already called the police. So I'm on the phone with the police. And then she's like, I can give them information. Do you have insurance? I was like, yeah, I have insurance. So I call my insurance company. And so she takes the phone over. She's talking to the police to tell them what happened. So then her mom gets her iPad, and her mom is like, do you have an iPhone? And I said, yeah, I have an iPhone. And she was like, okay, log in, and then we're gonna look and see where your car is, and we're gonna find it because your phone is in your car. And I was like, yeah. So with that said, I mean, this all happened so quick. The lady, her daughter, she's pushing on her boots, like getting on her boots, because mind you, it's February in Minnesota. It's cold as hell with snow and ice everywhere. She's jumping in her boots like, come on, we're gonna go get your car. And I'm looking at her like, dang, you gangster. Okay, let's roll. You know, let's roll. Let's ride. That's what I meant to say. So I hop in her car. She has a stick shift. Yo, when I tell y'all this lady was about that life, so on her iPad, we see my car. Well, we see my phone because it's moving. It was on a 50. It was like going through certain areas, and it was on 55. Then it was on the highway. Then like she's like, yeah, I see it. Come on. Like she's running through stop signs, going through red lights. I mean, barely stopping. It was ridiculous. But I'm like, we in this mug, like we getting it. So now mind you, she's still on the phone with the police. I'm on the phone with the insurance company because I'm putting in my claim right away to let them know what's going on. And so we finally get like we're really close to the car. We're really close. And then I'm talking to the police, and they were like, ma'am, where are you at right now? And I said, oh, I'm in this lady's car, and we're going to get my car. And he said, I'm going to need you to stop, go back to her house, and then get whatever you need and come to the police station so you can file your report. And I was like, okay. You know, I was all upset because we was making progress, right? We was finna find that joker, like find it. So, yeah, we get to police station, we fill out everything, and then, I'm like, okay, I gotta go home. I gotta tell my husband what happened. Like, I'm so embarrassed because it's like, it makes no sense that I gotta tell somebody I left my car running on the north side of Minneapolis. Not to say that's the only place I shouldn't leave it running. You should never, ever, ever leave your car running and unlocked anywhere, ever. And since then, I don't go anywhere without it being locked. And so, he's like, what the heck? Well, I'm sorry, let me back up. So the lady, I tell her where I live, and then she's dropping me off, but she was like, okay, I gotta stop at the gas station. So she stops at the gas station. I'm like, I don't know what she needs to go to the gas station for, but whatever. So she's at the gas station, comes in, come back out. Mind you, this is a white lady. We're in the blackest neighborhood possible. And she goes in there, like, it's people out here just being wild. And she did not care. And that's the type of thing that I like, when people be out here just being themselves. And she didn't care about any of what anybody else was doing. She was just like, I'm in here and I need to go do what I need to do. So she comes out of the gas station, and she gets back in the car. She drives me home. And she gets to my house, and she's like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And, you know, if it makes you feel any better, here, I want to give you something. And I look down, and she has like a whole lot of money in her hand. I'm like, I can't take that. But I appreciate that, you know, and I'm, you know, for thinking about me. And then she's like, I can't, you have to take this because you were doing a good deed and something wrong got done to you. And I was like, I understand that, but I can't take this money. So I get out the car, and she was like, thanks. And then I saw her throw the money out the window, and she peeled off. And I'm like, okay, I guess I ain't gonna just leave the money there so somebody else can get it. So, I mean, for real. So I go over there, I get the money. I didn't think anything about it. I put it in my pocket, and then I went in the house, and I'm telling my husband. And my husband, he about that life. He was like, oh, word? All right. He called his guy. They finna ride over there. They finna, like, what I forgot was I had a tracker on my car, and then they followed the tracker, but then it went dead. So we called the program. I don't remember what it was. It was an app or something on my phone that we called them, and they were like, they told us the last place the phone was at. So we ride over there deep, right? Where to get my car? My car wasn't there. Cool, okay. We go back home. We try to figure out how we gonna get this car. So they riding around and stuff. It was so crazy, but yeah, it was so supportive. Like, that's what I be talking about. You gotta know your people, and that's my husband is my people, and so is his friend. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have to go do any of that. Okay, fast forward. We didn't find a car. 2 days later, I get a letter in the mail from the police department saying that my car is in an impound, and I'm like, what do you mean my car is in an impound? So I'm already confused because I don't understand what's going on. And so I go to the impound. Well, my husband went with me because he had to drive me. And I go and pick up my car. Y'all, when I tell y'all, first of all, I'm pissed off that I had to pay to get my stolen car out of the daggone impound, which was $100 and something. I don't know, about $200. And I get to my car. They done did some body damage or whatever. Cool, whatever. But when I tell you they messed up my interior, like they were just trifling. There was chicken bones everywhere, chicken grease all over the dashboard, all over the car, barbecue sauce everywhere, cigarello wrappers everywhere, cigarette butts, ashes, food stamp cards. They even had a blow-up bed in the trunk. Like, what the heck was y'all doing? Like, what were y'all doing? So I mean, they pulled the dome light out of my car, so I didn't have a dome light up here. They just and it had this smell in here that was so foul. I was so hurt. Like, y'all really just did my baby wrong. I felt so violated. I had never felt that violated in my life about an item. So when I tell you that was one of the most violating feelings that I had, that people had invaded my space and just drudged my car to the ground. But get this, when I got it back, it was on a full tank, y'all. They filled up my tank. So I guess when they got caught, that's what happened. Because y'all, listen, let me tell y'all what happened when I got my car back. I went to the police station to get the police report. You know, when you file insurance, they want to know the police report number, blah, blah, blah. So I read the police report. Why these mugs tell me that the people, they saw my car on the block, right? So the people, no, it was one person in the car. The person that was in the car hops out of the car. The police is like, hey, stop running. Dude took off running. So they take off running behind dude. Now, mind you, they leave the car there. They left the car there. Keys and everything in the car. Tell me why the car was gone. Y'all, tell me why the car was gone. They got my car, y'all, twice. So somebody stole the car again. Mind you, they did not find that person that they were chasing. So this second person that got my car, that's where it was found. Remember I told y'all the app, they told us the last known address it was at was that address. That's where they found my car the second time. And guess what? We missed them by minutes. We missed the car by minutes. Because in the police report, it says the time that they had went there. So had we just left the house a little bit sooner, we would have got my car. We would have gotten my car. So that's one thing I will say technology is a beast about, because sometimes it does come in handy and sometimes it's just very useless. This was one time that it did come in handy, and I just hate we reacted too late, because we would have found my car. We would have gotten my car that night. So, but anywho, so yeah, my car was stolen twice in one rip. Now, I'm very thankful because some people never ever even get their cars back. But I've never heard of someone's car getting stolen while it's stolen. Like, who does this happen to? If this has happened to you, you comment down below and you let me know where you live at, so maybe we can compare and see what we did wrong to whereas why our car got stolen twice. Was it an omen? Was it the color? Was it the style? What was it that made them decide to steal our car twice? Man, I'm still dead that they left all kind of stuff in my car though. They had a blow-up bed. Now mind you, when I read the police report, they found the car the same day it was stolen. So it was put in custody, and that's why I was so mad that I had to pay all that extra money when I wouldn't even have to pay that extra money if y'all had just called me when I gave y'all my information to call me from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave them my husband's number, so you could have called him and let me know that y'all had the car, so I could have just went and got it instead of it sitting at the impound and I gotta pay for it for them days. Like, I'm just really irritated that my car was stolen, all those items was taken out. Insurance isn't gonna give you everything to cover everything, and a lot of stuff that was in there, no money can really change it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my life has been changed because of this situation. Was it my fault? Yeah, partly. But did it have to happen? No. No one has to steal someone's car. That's a choice. Just like I made the choice to get out, believing that nothing would happen to me, and I was wrong. So So the moral of this story is lock your stuff up. It don't matter what side of town you're on. It don't matter if you don't see nobody. You never know who doing what, who plotting on you, who looking around, and who ain't. Y'all be safe and don't get your car stolen twice in one rip. I'll see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned because I got a whole lot of stories to go through.